Not all straps are created equal. Some hold down a tarp, and some hold down an ATV disguised as your life savings. Use the wrong one, and suddenly you're playing pickup on the highway. Welcome to Cargo Management 101. Today we're going to find out when to use which strap and when you're just asking for some trouble. Let's get started. Starting things off, we have bungee cords. Bungee cords are perfect for quick, lightweight jobs. Things like holding down a tarp, bundling garden hoses, or keeping loose items from sliding around. They're great inside a vehicle or on short trips where wind pressure isn't a huge concern. But they're not built for extreme speed, stress, or safety. You definitely don't want to use these when securing your $500 generator while driving on the highway. However, for light projects and lighter duty tasks, this is not a bad option for a cost-effective strap. These are also nice because you can often purchase them by the roll, giving you the flexibility of cutting the bungee to perfect length. These can easily be fitted to bungee hooks and offer a type of solution that you can't get anywhere else. This setup definitely gives you a lot of flexibility. Bungee cords are great for building garden hoses, holding on lightweight tarps, and preventing light cargo from shifting inside vehicles. However, it's not generally recommended for securing heavy or valuable items or using bungee cord on highway or high-speed transport. One of the perks is that you can buy it in bulk for flexibility, and it offers an elastic stretch unmatched by most straps. Moving on, we have cargo nets. Cargo nets shine when holding down loose items that need to be held down in a group, such as loose items in the bed of your truck. They're ideal for pickup beds or utility trailers where you're hauling everything from coolers to camp chairs to toolboxes. They come with hooks around the edges and can be mounted from many different points, making it very versatile and easy to use and mount. They won't create the heavy tension as a ratchet strap would, but they're perfect for holding down your gear together without the tension fighting against the net and your items. They also usually come in many sizes, so there's definitely a cargo net out there for you. The way that I personally like to think about these is these are the group hug of cargo control. Cargo nets are perfect for grouping loose or odd shaped items, and they're perfect for pickup truck beds and utility trailers. However, they're generally not recommended for holding down heavy equipment or large single objects. Some of the benefits of a cargo net is that it's fast, flexible, and covers a bunch of items. Next up, we have tarp straps. Now these are pretty interesting because we have two different types. We have thermoplastic and EPDM rubber. Thermoplastic tarp straps are tough and rigid, great for warm, dry conditions when you want something to hold tight and stay put. They're perfect for everyday summer use, but in freezing temps, they can become a little brittle and potentially snap, which is something you definitely don't want. But that's where the EPDM rubber strap comes in. EPDM stands for ethylene propylene diene monomer, or however you say that. And you also might be asking yourself, why does this matter in straps? Well, EPDM stays flexible in even freezing temperatures down to about -40 Celsius. It resists dry rot, cracking, and brittleness, issues that often kill natural rubber or thermoplastic straps. It's a long-lasting option for year-round hauling, especially in harsh Canadian climates or areas with a lot of sun, snow, or salt. It essentially just means they stay flexible in the cold and stand up better to the sun and weather exposure over time. If you're using straps year-round, EPDM straps are the way to go. These offer the best all-year-round performance, especially here in Canada, because the weather changes so often. We all know the struggle. Alright, now before I head to the next strap, please be sure to like this video if you've learned something so far. Alright, moving on, we have cam straps. Cam straps are great when you need a quick, controlled tension for lighter loads, like strapping down bikes, canoes, or ladders. They're made of woven polyester or nylon webbing with a zinc or steel buckle, giving you the strength without all the bulk. With no ratcheting or honestly no mechanical parts to really worry about, all you have to do is tug and it'll lock itself. These are not really meant for heavy duty hauling. However, if you do need to strap something down and you don't want to crush it, I think this is the best way to go. I like to think of them as the firm handshake of straps. It's not too much, not too little, but it's, just right. Cam straps are best for securing bikes, kayaks, canoes, or ladders. They're also good in situations where quick setup and release is helpful. They're not usually recommended for heavy-duty loads or equipment, and they're also not really recommended for high-tension applications like highway transport or machinery. But for everyday use and strapping down smaller items, this is a good strap to have. Now, other than looking tough, ratchet straps are as tough as they get. Ratchet straps are built for serious jobs. If you're hauling a quad, a fridge, or anything with weight behind it, this is your strap. These ones let you crack down with a lot of mechanical force, making sure that anything that you're towing is very, very secure. Even at speeds such as 110 kilometers on these Canadian highways, these will hold up. They come in a variety of lengths and hook styles. Flat hooks, S hooks, J hooks, you name it. So you can match your tie down points exactly, and they're usually rated for heavier working loads than cam straps. They are strong, secure, and can be mildly infuriating when you forget how to open them. But that's for another video. They can be your best friend when it comes to securing things while you're hauling. These are pretty much the industrial standard when it comes to straps. These are perfect for the heavy-duty situations, like hauling ATVs, appliances, or even machinery. It's generally not recommended to use these with fragile items as they could be crushed under the high tension of the strap. They provide a lot of mechanical force to lock down cargo tightly. They're the industry standard for reliable, secure transport. And there's a slight learning curve to learning how to release this thing, but it's worth the strength that it offers. Next up, we have recovery straps. Recovery straps are made for pulling stuck vehicles out of trouble, like mud, snow, or soft ground. They're made of nylon and are designed to stretch under load, which builds up energy and helps pull the stuck vehicle more gently and effectively. But don't get them mixed up. These are not towing straps. They're for short, intense recovery pulls, and they need to be used with solid anchor points and shackles, and, maybe a winch. This is what you would bring with yourself when you're going mudding in your ATV or when you're driving through some sketchy puddles. If your truck's buried to the frame and your friend says, "Let's grab the bungee cord," they're not your friend. This is what you actually need. This is one of the first straps where I would say choosing the right one is very important, only because it can be dangerous if you don't choose the right one. Recovery straps are ideal for recovering vehicles stuck in mud, snow, or sand. They're usually not recommended for any situation where you don't have solid anchor points or recovery rated shackles. Last but not least, we have towing ropes. Unlike recovery straps, tow ropes don't stretch, which makes them good for steady pulling, but bad for high impact yanks. They are usually made of braided or twisted polypropylene, or once again, however you say that, and they often include a loop at both ends. Tow ropes are made for short distance, low speed hauls, like getting a broken mower back to the shed or towing a car a few blocks to safety. They don't stretch like recovery straps and they don't tension like ratchets. They just connect A and B to get you moving. They're a good thing to have on hand, but make sure you set these things up properly. It's always good to know where your towing points are on your vehicle. You can usually check your owner's manual for this type of information. Tow ropes are perfect for slow speed, short distance towing. They're great for connecting two vehicles safely for gentle pulling. However, I wouldn't recommend them for any recovery or high impact pulls or yanking. These are not a recovery tool. There is not a lot of stretch, which means there's no energy buildup. We have now officially reached the end of the video. Choosing the right strap isn't about guessing. It's all about knowing what each one is built to do. Here's a quick breakdown for reference. Please feel free to screenshot or pause the video right now to read the list. Make sure to like and subscribe and let us know in the comments down below what you're going to be towing. We can also give personalized recommendations in the comments section below. The right strap saves your gear and your time, and Dynaline will help you get it done. Thank you for watching this video. See ya!